Just to record.
A1, what's good, y'all? Welcome to A1 Sports Politics with your main man, A1DUB, man. How y'all doing out there? I hope everybody having a good one. You know what I'm saying? Even if your team ain't winning, even if your team did not make it to the second round of the playoffs, or even the first round of the playoffs, it's all good, man. So speaking of the playoffs, man, y'all know we about to jump into it. The Wildcard weekend was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed every game. But I think we predicted damn near about every game. The only shakeup was Dallas and the Packers. Love going into Jerry's world, shaking it up. I don't think nobody seen that coming. But we'll get into that. Man. Let's start off first, speaking on the first game of the wild card weekend, which was the Houston Texans versus the Cleveland Browns. Good game. I was expecting a good game, but it wasn't no damn good game. C.J. Stroud and the Texans did what they were supposed to do. You know what I mean? And for the meantime, come on now. We knew Flacco wasn't going to beat the Texans. The hottest team damn near in the AFC, I mean. And for them to do that, the way they did, 45-14, come on, man. I didn't see that coming. But I said going into this game, how is they the underdogs? Hold on. I'm glad we, hold on. We got a caller right now. Right, this nigga calling right on time. He's a Colts fan, and we've been going at it all weekend long. Where he at? Where my cousin old David at? He been on the show before. Let's bring him on in here. Cause so what's good with you, man? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's up, cuzzo, man? It's my cuzzo David, man. He been on the show before in the past. And I'm glad he on the show, man. Welcome to a new episode of A1 Sports Politics, man. How you feeling, man? Man, you tell me, man, how you feel being at home as a Colts fan, watching C.J. Stroud and the new hottest team in the AFC South to do what they did to the Cleveland Browns? I mean, what you expect for them to do? What you saying that because C.J. Stroud did what he did because he threw for 16, he was 16 and 21 and threw for 274 yards? 3 touchdowns? Oh yeah. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a hell of a game, but most definitely the Ravens defense is a little better than the Cleveland Browns, but the Browns got a good defense. But we talking about Joe Flacco. Did we really think Joe Flacco? Did we think he was gonna do what he was gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Did we think that? Did we think he was gonna go in there and beat that team? I didn't understand how they was the underdog. Man, I was in college when that shit happened. You're right. All facts. I totally agree. So, hold on now. C.J. Stroud, he did miss a couple of games. Let's not forget. Oh, yeah. True. Most competitive, and I want to cut your knowledge real quick. most competitive division, if you ask me, AFC South. But CJ Stroud is that nigga right now, though. Come on, man. He did some shit that a rookie never did before. He did some shit a rookie never did before. Andrew Luck? Okay, but you got to think about everybody you just named, sir. Come on, King. And Dwight Freeney, right? And Freeney. Mathis. Okay. But these are dudes. Exactly. And that shit means something. That means, and I don't want to knock Andrew Luck. He was pretty good. But he wasn't hot as CJ Stroud, though. I don't give a damn. No, he wasn't. CJ Stroud out there doing his thing, man. Come on, man. All right, but at the same time though, them dudes that you just named, the Mathises and the Wangs, them dudes is there, you know what I'm saying, with Peyton Manning in one ring, and you know, got hell of experience. So you know, it is. CJ Stroud is that guy right now. You know what I'm saying, and you know we be going back and forth. Oh, yeah, I understand that. I totally understand that. But for the meantime, though, brother, CJ Stroud is that guy. And I understand, you know, y'all rookie quarterback wasn't in there, but shit, we didn't see much from him to expect that. I'm sure you did. That's your squad. That's your squad. Cause his ass wasn't sliding. I told you. He tried to walk into the goddamn touchdown like this shit college. This ain't college, bro. He lift all them weights. He look like a running back at quarterback as it is. Nigga, this is not college. You feel what I'm saying? This is not college, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to knock him because I haven't seen much. I think he's going to be straight, though. I think he's going to be straight. I think he's going to be straight. I think he's going to be straight. But that division, though, I love y'all division, bro. I love y'all division because it's super, super competitive, bro. You know, you got the Jags, you got the Texans, you got y'all. Come on. Lawrence is Lawrence. You feel what I'm saying? But he got a victory. He got a playoff victory. You know what I'm saying? At the end of in the clutch. So we cannot say he's fucking trash, but he did play trash this season. You feel what I'm saying? And they got a good coach. So, you know, like I just feel like that's a great division. But let's not get off CJ Stroud and what he did this past weekend that we ain't never seen a rookie do before. Especially coming out of coming out of Ohio. Nobody come out of Ohio State balling at the QB position. Let's be real. I understand that. But I need for you to before we get up out here, I need you to admit that this is impressive. CJ Stroud beating a defense like the Browns that you said didn't show up for, you know, being 16-21, throwing for 274 yards, 3 touchdowns with a QBR, nigga, a 157. He threw to 9 different wide receivers, man. That's impressive, bro. We're the rookie coach. Come on. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Hell, Flacco couldn't do it. Flacco did it for a couple of weeks, man. Come on, man. Minshew couldn't do it. Minshew couldn't do it. Man, hey. They got it handed to him, man. Now, Gotcha. That's the defense for it. Niggas is professionals, man. Come on, man. So everybody blowing coverage, man. God, come on, man. This some shit. This some shit. So somebody needs to get fired then. Somebody needs to get fired. All right, I got you. Man, it's a lot of excuses going on, cousin. Hey, I love you, man. Hey, but real quick, before we get you up out of here, what's your expectations going forward? You know, what you think that how you think the Texans and CJ Stroud gonna do up against that vicious Baltimore defense? And so you are you telling the people don't take that 9+ for Texas? For the Texans. All right, got you. Hey, man, much love, man. I want to get you back on here, man. You know, you've been on here, man. We'll get you back on here soon, man. Appreciate you for coming on, man, and thank you for your wisdom, brother. All right, brother. All right, admit it. Yeah, man. So you know that was Cuzzo, man. He's a hater. As he should be. You know, that's AFC South beef. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, the Texans did their thing, so they will be going up against a much better team due to the fact that the Baltimore Ravens defense is number one, if you ask me, the best defense. And the Cleveland Browns defense was up there, but when you don't got a quarterback that you know, Flacco did what he did to get him past, you know, to get him there, but he couldn't drive the ship all the way to the ship, like, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? He ran out of fucking gas. You know what I mean? But Lamar Jackson, you feel what I'm saying? Going up against, you know, a young Texas defense that's hungry. Shit, they had 4 sacks. They sacked Flacco 4 times last week. So, but that's going to be a real good game. I would take the Texans with the +9. You know what I'm saying? Just like I would have took the Texans last week because I knew they was going to beat the Browns. But I would take them going up against Baltimore because it's going to be a slow game. You know, we know DeMeco Ryans, you know, he's a defensive head coach. So he's gonna have fun with Lamar. He might get in man coverage against Lamar. He gonna put pressure on Lamar. So it won't be easy. Best believe that. That's why I'm loving the second round of the playoffs. Because these teams that, you know, just have buys and all that type of shit, it's about to get real. It's about to get real. So going forward for the Texans, I think CJ Stroud is doing an amazing job. I think he got snubbed. I think he should have been a Pro Bowler, but you know, sitting out for them 2 games, I think, might have hurt him a little bit. But he been playing out his mind, and we haven't seen a rookie play like this, especially coming out of Ohio State. That's all I'm saying. But let's get to the next game, man. You know, this whole Saturday was good for us. You know, the Chiefs, you know, seeing their old buddy again, Tyreek Hill. Now, that game right there, it was cold. I was cold watching that shit. I was shivering, you know what I mean? It was freezing out there. And that was the advantage that the Chiefs had. You know, they had the advantage. And they was able to finish that game 26-7. But let's talk about this Chiefs defense, how they been playing. How they was all up in, you know, they old buddy. It wasn't no buddy on that field, though. But they was all up in Tyreek Hill face. Putting hands on him. Sneal, one of the best corners in the league. He gonna be a free agent. I hope we go right. You know what I'm saying? But they did a good job, you know. And defensively, Tua, like I said, if Tua can't, he already don't have a strong arm. And he wasn't able to, when it's cold, your fingers is cold, your toes is cold, and for you not to have a strong arm, it was going to be hard for him to throw that ball. We did see him deliver to Tyreek Hill, but that was it. That was the only 7 points they got. That was a tough game. It was a slow game, and it was the type of game that the Chiefs wanted to play. I was looking at the Miami Dolphins defense. They was like, damn, I can't wait till this shit is over. So, going up against a team like that, and they got experience. They got the best quarterback that's going to go down in history in Mahomes. So they handle business. I don't think it's too big for, people to start talking about, oh, they need to move on from Tua. Tua had a good season. He's still young, and he's still got some learning to do. Simple as that, So going forward for them, I just think they just need to, relax a little bit and just be patient. Y'all went up against the Chiefs. The Chiefs been doing this shit. They just won 8 divisional championships straight. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. That's why I feel like they wasn't really tripping off the loss. Yeah, they lost to the Chiefs. Great game. Great game. And for the Chiefs, next week, they got a big game coming up. They got a big game coming up against the Buffalo Bills, who they sent home for the last 2 times they seen each other in the playoffs. Josh Allen is playing out of his mind right now. Playing out of his mind. But the Chiefs' defense is more impressive than the Chiefs' offense. With the best quarterback of all times on the other side. What they doing over there with that defense is amazing. So the things that Josh Allen like to do, can the Chiefs stop that? And let's not forget this. The Chiefs are the underdogs going into this game. Which is it disrespectful to be the underdog by 3? I don't understand. I don't know. But just from history, I'm going to still ride with the Chiefs because it won't be easy. It's all up to the defense. All right? Speaking on the Buffalo Bills, they handle business. They handle business against the Steelers on Sunday Eve. They did what they were supposed to do. They won 31-17. I was expecting that. You know what I mean? TJ Watt not there, but even if he was there, they still was going to lose, man. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? And we seen this dude, Josh Allen, do things that we see dudes do at the park. You know what I mean? For him to run and get a touchdown on a 50-yard run from a quarterback. But I feel like the play was bogus because he acted like he was about to slide and he didn't slide and he kept running. So he needs to keep doing that shit until he can stop doing it but going forward, they going to have to do something about that rule, man. Because if they hit him, then they're going to get a flag. It's an offensive game. We all know this shit. But he's so big, and he coming at you full speed, and you don't know if he gonna slide or not. That's not fair. Let's just be real. That's not fair. But the Chiefs defense have been playing amazing. Josh Allen have been getting everybody involved. And he don't really necessarily have to be Superman like he been for most of his career. He don't have to do it, But, the Bills had the Steelers down 14-0. Come on, man. We knew it was over. Randolph was not going to beat that defense. They got really good DBs over there, like I explained to y'all last game. But going forward, going up against the Chiefs, it's going to be a different ball game. It's going to be a way different ball game. So I'm going to take the Chiefs with the points, even if the Bills win by 1 point. I don't know. Okay? But one of my favorite games, man. One of my favorite games that day was the Detroit Lions going up against the Rams. Goff going up against his old team and Matthew Stafford going up against his old team. Great game. Great game to the point where it really came down to the last drive, damn near. And I really had the Rams winning this game. And they was the underdog, so, take the points. And they only lost by 1 point, 24-23. Now, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? That was an amazing game, real intense. Both teams, they already know who they are. They have their identity. They real similar teams. That's why the score looked like that. But let me say something like this, man, real quick. You goddamn refs, y'all need to get fined. Y'all need to face some type of consequences, man. Because I see so many PIs, y'all didn't call. And it was not in the favor of the Rams at all. It was in the favor for Detroit. I understand Detroit, they got their first win. They on fire right now. They haven't won a playoff game since Barry Sanders laced them up. It's been a minute, and it's a beautiful story for them. But the refs, y'all gotta love, y'all have to do your goddamn job, bro. And we always gonna say that, but we can't rely on the refs. But damn, if you watch that game, you know. But that was a hell of a game. The Rams is a team that I was telling people do not sleep on. I was even telling Rams fans, like, nigga, y'all got something. You know, and they just came up short. Really good game. I really felt like both quarterbacks, you know, even though they was in the trade for each other, they are in the systems that they need to be in. Matthew Stafford is better with the Rams, and Jared Goff, who's playing his best game right now. He's playing his best football right now. But he's in a better system with a run-heavy team. You know what I mean? Look like when, you know, the Rams had Todd Gurley back in the days. He can just, you know, take some of the pressure off himself. But he had a good game. It wasn't super amazing, but he had a really decent game. That run game, they love getting the ball. Gibbs is different. Then they got Montgomery. Like, they have a really good package. That's why it's not going to be easy for Tampa. All right? But Rams did good. I think they'll be back. You know, they just got to fix up a few things. But going forward for Detroit, who got to play against a team like Tampa Bay this upcoming week. You know, Tampa coming off a really good win, and that's going to lead me right to my Eagles. You know, it was a good game, man. It was a good game. Okay, it was a good game for a minute. But shit, my team didn't look good for not a minute. You know what I'm saying? No, not 1 minute of the game the Eagles look good. Body control all fucked up. You know what I mean? My best pass rusher dropping back in coverage. Why? You know what I mean? They blitzing. We know they gonna be blitzing. So Jalen Hurts, he hurt. Yeah, he really hurt. He don't want to run. It's no, like, come on, man. It was pathetic, man. And for it to be that bad, the Eagles was only down by 7 points at halftime. Only 7 points at halftime. You know, but man, like, the coaching staff, I don't know. The body language is off for the Eagles. It was terrible. You know, I've been out there before. I know what it's like. You know, your body language. If you're in the playoffs, man, and you want to tackle no goddamn body, man, go home. Let somebody else get paid. I'll take that money right now. I'm 32. I'll get out there right now, Bradbury. You sitting right there. You don't want to tackle nobody. Then another thing I seen, players making good plays. Baker Mayfield had a hell of a game. We're going to get to him in a minute. But when you got your teammate making a good play and you don't go over there and slap him up, and you got a teammate over there getting surrounded by the other team, and you don't go your ass up over there, man, we can't go to war together. It's just not happening. So I don't know what happened in our locker room. Of course, the Eagles were out. Their best offensive player, A.J. Brown, who had a phenomenal season. It was without him this past game. And that made a difference. But god damn, those coaching staff, it sucked. OC don't know what to do. You keep getting in empties. And they keep blitzing. Nothing going across the middle. Like, come on, man. Like, it was so frustrating, man. I'm an Eagle fan, so y'all know I was hurt. I'm gonna let y'all know. Uncle Jesse James, man. He let me know exactly how I should feel. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. But I can't take nothing away from the Bucs. You know, the Bucs defense played good. They were physical, and they did well. But Baker Mayfield played great. He was confident, and that's what the Eagles couldn't afford for him to be confident like that. You know what I'm saying? He was 22 for 36, and he threw for 337 yards and 3 TDs. He tucked the ball when he needed to, and he was even doing the first down. He was dancing. He looked like he was in Oklahoma again. And that's what the Eagles did not need. You know what I'm saying? He outplayed Jalen Hurts. Straight like that. You know? But is he that guy going forward for the Buccaneers? If you ask me, the answer is hell yeah. They ain't been shit. Because of the quarterback position. Tom Brady, even his last season, well, he should have came back after they won his Super Bowl. He didn't even get him to the play. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was meant for Baker Mayfield to land up over there. All that stuff he went through in Cleveland, and he ended up in good hands eventually. He is that guy going forward for them. But the Bucs, they will be flying out to Detroit to play a strong Detroit team that just they haven't won a playoff game since Barry Sanders, and they just got that. So that momentum is going crazy in Detroit. You know, they had Eminem on the sideline. You know, D12 on the sideline in the building. You know, they had a couple of other Detroit rappers in the building too. I can't, you know, it's Eminem, man. Eminem spotlight around Eminem. You feel me? You don't see Eminem nowhere, but he was at the damn game. You feel what I'm saying? But that's gonna be a real interesting game. Detroit is the favorite by 6.5, which I understand. But let me tell you something. And I think Detroit gonna come out on top in this game against Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. Why? Because the Detroit defense is better than the Eagles defense. Yes, it is. Their scheme is better. They like to get after the passer. You know, and they're aggressive from top to bottom, from the D-line to the DBs, all aggressive. So, you know, Baker Mayfield, once you get him a little shook up and hit him a few times, it's gonna be difficult for them to go forward. And then a Bucs team that do not score points often. Come on, man. Look at they beat my Eagles 32-9, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Who would have thought of a score like that? You feel me? 16 point, like, you know, a lot of field goals, but you cannot play with Detroit like that because they're going to exploit every opportunity they get. They get the ball, and Goff is doing an amazing job, like I said. They gonna score points, touchdowns, and they're aggressive. They gonna go for it on 4th down. We already know Campbell, their head coach, he's aggressive. That's what he like to do. But it can't get him in trouble. But I don't think it's gonna get him in trouble just yet. So I got Detroit coming out on top. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know that defense gonna get after Baker Mayfield. He got sacked 4 times last game. So that offensive line is shaky. You know what I'm saying? So that right there tells you it's gonna be a tough game for Baker. And he will give you the ball. It's just my goddamn Eagles, they didn't want the damn ball. But I got Detroit coming out on top in that game. You know what I'm saying? Going forward. Now, we didn't know that the Dallas Cowboys is going to stink it up like that at home. Jerry's World it didn't look like Jerry's World. You know what I'm saying? It is like Young Love went in there, rookie, went into Jerry's World and shook it up. Dak didn't have no answer. That game was over and on the first drive. That body language was there, and I'm talking about, man, they was in their bag. Jordan Love was in his bag. That offensive coordinator did everything he was supposed to do. I had Gilmore on skates back there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think nobody expected that because I damn sure didn't expect for Jordan Love to go in there. I thought it was a lot of pressure. He damn near like a rookie. It's his first year starting. You know what I'm saying? He damn near like a rookie. For him to go in there and beat a pretty solid, defense. Dallas defense been going at it. But like I said in the previous show, I said if Dallas go down, it's over. And they went down 7-0. Then it was 14-0. You know what I'm saying? Then it was 21-0. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over after that. And start running that ball like they did. And that's impressive for these young quarterbacks to go on the road and win like that. Jordan Love did his thing, man. He threw for 272 yards, 3 TDs. Come on, man. And then Aaron Jones, I think they was without Dillon. Aaron Jones put the team on the back, had 21 rushes for 118 yards and a touchdown. 3 touchdowns. Come on, man, like that's amazing. So Dallas, I don't know what Dallas gonna do. Dallas fans, y'all thought y'all was gonna go to the Super Bowl. Y'all been saying this shit since 1996. It is what it is. But Jordan Love, hats off to him and hats off to that defense because they are very aggressive, especially them DBs. Like I said before, that DB core in Green Bay might be the best DB core in the league. Straight like that, and I'm going to stand on that. They real aggressive. CD, man, Lamb was in cuffs. He was locked up, and they ain't let him out. They ain't let him out none game. He never got comfortable. You feel me? But they're going to have a big matchup going this week, going up against the bullies that everybody been calling the 49ers, who's well-rested. Well-rested. They resting everybody, so there's no excuses. Everybody's going to play. And the 49ers is the favorite by 9. And me, honestly, I just might take Green Bay with that 9 because I don't think it's going to be as easy as the 49ers think it's going to be. They got to play aggressive, and they got to get to the quarterback. Play aggressive, get to Purdy. Try your best to stop the run. And what I do love about this defense is they will play man defense, and they will get all up in Deebo Samuel's face. Follow him everywhere. You change the damn game. Simple as that. But we know the 49ers, they come with, they not going to do nothing too special. They're going to play their football. They're going to get in your face. They're going to run that ball. They're going to run them screens. That defense is going to fly around. And they are real familiar with this West Coast offense that the Green Bay Packers run. They used to it. They see it in Seattle. They see it against the Rams. They see that, twice a year. So they real familiar with that. Jordan Love, he got to use his feet. That O-line is pretty good. He didn't get sacked this past week against a good Dallas pass rush. He didn't get sacked. So he got a good chance going up against this defense for the 49ers. So that's gonna be interesting to see. But like I said, I'm taking the Green Bay Packers with that 9 points. But I think the 49ers will win this game because they got to. They got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to. They doing all this talking. They got more fans than they did 6 months ago. They got to win. You feel me? But if Jordan Love go in there and do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, Aaron Rodgers really going to be over there looking crazy. Because it's the same Packers team that Aaron Rodgers didn't want. I seen this team. I said, they got some young dudes over there. And they had Adams on the roster at the time. But Aaron Rodgers, he didn't want that. You remember, he didn't want that. No. But if Jordan Love can go up here and do his thing, that's going to be great. It won't be easy like it was in Dallas, in Jerry's world. You're going up against a real physical, a better 49er team. Most definitely. But those are all the games that we're going to see this weekend, man. It's going to be a good one. I think every team going to show up. I don't think it's going to be as predictable as it was last week. But I most definitely think every team going to show up and they're going to play their game. If for my 2, like I picked last week, I'm going to pick 2 upset alerts. Whoo, man, tough. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at the money and I'm looking at just the win, the money line. You know what I mean? But if I had to pick 2, it's going to be the 49ers losing to the Packers. I got to pick one on the NFC AFC. 49ers losing to the Packers. Because the 49ers think they're going to do, they are so, I'm not the type of person that get confidence mixed up with being cocky, arrogance. But I think they in for a rude awakening more than what they think. Shanahan said he was preparing for him at halftime, so I don't know. But I'm gonna say the Packers, and I'm gonna say the Chiefs. The Chiefs gonna pull it off against the Bills. Those are my 2 upset alerts for the week. Y'all stay tuned though. A1 Sports Politics. We'll be back with more next week. Y'all, man, it's been amazing. That first week was amazing, but this divisional round is going to be the best round. Believe it, because they got the best teams there. And they deserve to be there. Thank y'all for tuning in to A1 Sports Politics. Go follow A1 Sports Politics on TikTok, on Facebook, on IG, and also go subscribe on YouTube, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in. A1DUB, man, I'm out. A1! I want to do that short real quick.